Welcome to this edition of Inside SAU Athletics. I'm Ellie Seeberger.
And I'm Mary Gruber. On this week's episode, we're featuring our SAU Esports program.
The Fighting Bees are wrapping up another successful season. Competing in a variety of games, including League of Legends and Rocket League, the Bees have continued to make their mark. In the fall, League of Legends was highlighted by Caleb Colgan, who was named to the All-Conference League of Legends team after helping the Bees defeat Grandview during the regular season. In Rocket League competition this spring, the team came up just short of repeating as Heart Conference champion, finishing second in the conference tournament. SAU had a few standouts earn all-conference honors. Matthew Myers was selected from first team and Kyle Shalanka was selected for second team.
Joining us now is first-year Devin Proctor of SAU Esports. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
What was the focus of this year's season?
So for me, I play Overwatch 2 for the JV team, and our main year, this is like since my first year being here, and really the rest of my teammates' first year was kind of just overall improving at the game. If we win, that's just a plus, but overall it was just improving as a team and improving as individual players.
How do you prepare physically and mentally for a tournament?
In terms of the physically, the esports program as a whole has like 2 or 3 workouts, like group workouts or program workouts a week. And then I do my own like gym thing myself. Just pretty simple stuff, running on the treadmill, lifting, squatting, that kind of stuff. And then in terms of the mental stuff, it's more of, I do a lot of prayer, very devoted to my faith as a Christian, and also just taking a second, realize that at the end of the day it's just a game. As you can take it seriously, but try not to get overwhelmed if stuff starts going bad, or even if stuff starts going well. Don't have a big ego, and kind of just keep it level-headed and keep moving forward that way.
What was the biggest challenge for you personally this year?
Personally, I think it was adapting to how my teammates play, because a lot of before coming to St. Ambrose and playing Overwatch as a whole, I started playing Overwatch like last year during the summer, so I'm very new to the game. And the biggest thing, I used to play a lot of like single player games versus like a team game, so that was taking a bit of getting used to. I have some experience playing with teams, but knowing that not everybody thinks the same way I do, and that just because they think differently doesn't necessarily mean they're wrong, or doesn't necessarily mean I'm wrong.
What were the motivations for this season, and what do you look to improve next year?
So the motivation for this season was to hopefully join the varsity team as a spot on the roster, whether it's starting or as a substitute player. That was my end goal, because I'm always trying to look to improve. And then going forward, it's changed a little bit. I still want a starting spot on the varsity team, but it's more to improve as a team overall, and hopefully looking to join a more competitive league going into next year.
Thanks for being here again, Devin.
Thank you for having me.
Coming up next on Inside SAU Athletics, we'll talk to the Esports Director Keith Hamaker. We'll be right back.
Capture a piece of the past with Trash Can Annie, where vintage meets vibrant in every stitch. Browse our carefully curated collection of clothing and accessories ranging from the late 1800s to current styles. Dress to impress with Laura's unique style and wardrobe consultations. Find a style and make it yours with Trash Can Annie, your destination for timeless fashion.
Visit Ragged Records, one of the largest record stores in the Midwest. Browse more than 30,000 new and used records, from timeless classics to new releases, and rare finds in every aisle. New to collecting vinyl? Check out our large selection of stereo equipment to spruce up your listening experience. Find your groove at Ragged Records, located along Motor Row in Davenport and in Rock Island next to Roz Talks.
Whether you're a competitive runner, looking to stay fit, or just looking for comfort and support, Running Wild has you covered. Locally owned for more than 3 decades, Running Wild is the Quad City's trusted source for athletic wear and accessories. No matter your experience level, we'll help you find the right fit with all the top brands for running and walking and the latest in running apparel. Open 7 days a week, just up Brady Street. Don't walk, run to Running Wild, your run specialty store.
Tune in to KALA and hear something different. Programming that celebrates the diversity of our listeners. We're advocates for the arts, showcasing your favorite music from around the world. We're storytellers, producing award-winning news and educational podcasts. We're dedicated sports fans, bringing you the latest Fighting Bee action from St. Ambrose University. We're a learning lab, mentoring the next generation of broadcasters and content creators. A part of your community for 5 decades. We're KALA Radio, 88.5 FM and 106.1 FM. Turn it on and turn it up.
Welcome back. Joining us now is Esports Director Keith Hamaker. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
As you wrap up your first season as head coach for the esports team, what did you learn from the team this season?
You know, I learned to expect the unexpected. Coming in, I was an assistant 2 years here before taking this role, so I thought I had a good understanding of how the head coach was, supposed to do things and how to act and what to expect, what was going to get thrown my way. But very quickly I learned to disregard all those expectations, and I had to adapt quickly, and I had to learn to think on the fly, and I had to learn to problem solve very quickly. So that was definitely the biggest thing I learned.
What were the biggest strengths of the esports team this year?
Personally, I would say the seniors and juniors that were returning. We had a strong senior class this year that helped sort of take the captain roles for their respective games and respective teams. They helped me a lot into this role, especially that August, September transition period when I was brand new to the role. They helped a lot. So I commend the seniors and the way they led the team, and just, they're our strongest players too, because they've been in the program for so long. They've learned how to work with their teams, and they've learned how to sort of not master, but become experts at their game.
What was the biggest challenge the esports team faced this year?
The biggest challenge is sort of a culmination of, again, that transitional period where, hey, our old director's out, we have this new guy being me coming in, and again, sort of scrambling to find a sense of normality, sort of what the past directors instilled. We kind of had a discussion that, hey, the team's feeling a little club-like, a little unstructured, and that's kind of what we wanted. So that's where I stepped in, and again, those senior leaders came to me and said, we want some more structure, we want some more organization, and we're kind of relying on you to give that. So that was definitely something I think, found a great middle ground of, and now we have sort of this practice regiment, this training regiment. Again, we're lifting and team bonding multiple times a week. We're having team dinners. We're instilling that culture to really feel like a true varsity sport.
What are you looking forward to next year as your second season?
It's cliche to say, but, just having, whenever I see my kids win, they're all high-fiving, they're fist-bumping, they're hooting and hollering. That's always the best thing to see. So instilling, again, that culture, that winning culture, winning in the esports lounge, winning in the classroom, just winning all around. And I'm just excited to do it all over again, living those highs, and in a weird way, living the lows too. You can't have the good without the bad. So I'm just excited for everything next semester and next year.
Thanks again for being with us, Coach. Good luck on your next season, and congrats on a successful first season.
Thank you so much.
The conference season has come to a close, but esports is preparing for another exciting event close to home. St. Ambrose will take on Augustana College in the annual Battle for the River on Saturday, April 26th. Good luck to the Fighting Bees.
That's all we have for you on this edition of Inside SAU Athletics.
Remember to check out the SAU TV, Facebook, and Instagram pages for our latest episodes, game highlights, interviews, and more. You can also find them on the Hive at SAUthebuzz.com. Thanks for watching.